What does it take to host a pre-wedding event that redefines opulence and grandeur? Anant Ambani, the heir to the Ambani fortune, seems to have the answer. From the moment the gates opened to welcome the high-profile guests, it was clear that this was not your average pre-wedding event. Over 3 days, a staggering 1,200 guests descended on the venue, their ranks swelled by tech CEOs, celebrities, and the crème de la crème of society. Amongst the esteemed guests were Mark Zuckerberg and his wife, who, despite their initial casual attire, were soon swept up in the celebratory tide, transforming into the epitome of formal elegance. The commencement of the event was an undeniable statement of intent, a clear signal that the Ambani family was pulling out all the stops. With the guest list reading like a who's who of the global elite, the stage was set for an event that many would remember for a lifetime. And this was just the beginning of an affair that promised to be nothing short of spectacular. When you're an Ambani, a simple DJ won't do. How about a private concert featuring none other than Rihanna? Yes, you heard right. The recent pre-wedding festivities of Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant were nothing short of a grand spectacle, with a private concert headlined by the pop sensation herself. Rihanna, a global icon known for her electrifying performances, brought an unparalleled energy to the event. The attendees, a mix of celebrities, tech CEOs, and other notable personalities, were treated to a live performance that was nothing short of extraordinary. From her chart-topping hits to her captivating stage presence, Rihanna managed to transform the lavish celebration into a concert to remember. But this isn't the first time the Ambanis have raised the bar in terms of entertainment. If we rewind to the year 2018, we find a similar spectacle during the wedding of Isha Ambani, where none other than Beyoncé graced the stage. The global superstar brought her own unique flair to the event, setting a precedent for future Ambani celebrations. These private performances aren't just about providing top-tier entertainment. They're a testament to the Ambani's knack for creating unforgettable experiences. When it comes to celebrating their joyous occasions, they don't just aim to impress, they aim to astound. The Ambani's penchant for grandeur and opulence is well known, and they continue to exceed expectations with each event. From the star-studded guest list to the extravagant displays of wealth, every detail is meticulously planned and executed to perfection. In the end, what makes an Ambani event stand out isn't just the opulence or the celebrity performances, but the unforgettable experiences they create. These events are more than just celebrations. They're a spectacle of luxury and grandeur, where every moment is designed to leave an indelible mark. Just when you thought it couldn't get any bigger, the Ambanis proved us wrong. In the midst of all this extravagance, the Ambanis didn't forget their philanthropic side. As the pre-wedding festivities of Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant unfolded in a panorama of opulence, another story was quietly taking shape. Beneath the glitz and glamour, a charitable endeavor was underway, a testament to the Ambani family's commitment to giving back to society. In a display of generosity that stood in stark contrast to the luxurious event, the Ambani family provided food to 51,000 residents, an act of kindness that, in its own way, allowed a larger section of the community to partake in the celebration. This gesture, while seemingly small against the backdrop of the extravagant festivities, reflects a significant aspect of the family's ethos, that of sharing their joy and fortune with those less privileged. Simultaneously, the family took upon themselves the task of constructing 14 temples. These spiritual structures, once complete, will serve as places of worship, peace, and community bonding. The Ambanis, in their unique way, chose to invest in the spiritual infrastructure of their community, a move that echoes their belief in the importance of faith and tradition. Yet, this charitable vein running through the opulent event paints a complex picture. On one hand, there's an extravagant display of wealth that only a few in the world can dream of. On the other, there's a conscious effort to give back, to share and to uplift the community. The contrast between the lavish event and these philanthropic efforts is both stark and intriguing. It raises questions about the nature of wealth, the responsibility of the rich, and the dynamics of giving. Can opulence and charity coexist? Can one moment be a celebration of unimaginable wealth and a commitment to societal upliftment at the same time? And can an event be both a spectacle of extravagance and a platform for philanthropy? In the case of the Ambani pre-wedding bash, it seems they can. The Ambanis, in their unique way, managed to weave together a narrative of wealth and charity, opulence and generosity, celebration and giving. Opulence and charity, an interesting mix, don't you think? However, not everyone was impressed by this display of wealth. As the saying goes, every coin has two sides, and this grand spectacle was no exception. Amidst the glitz and glamour, a wave of criticism has washed over the Ambani family, raising questions about the morality and ethics of such extravagant spending. The critics argue that the lavish pre-wedding event, with its opulence and fanfare, stands in stark contrast to the reality of millions of Indians living in poverty. India, a country where a significant portion of the population struggles with food insecurity and water scarcity, is also home to some of the world's most extravagant displays of wealth. This dichotomy has not gone unnoticed. The Ambani family, known for their luxurious lifestyle, faced a shower of criticism for their grand display. With every detail of the event making headlines, critics were quick to point out that the massive spending on the festivities could have been directed towards addressing pressing social issues. The argument posed is that the millions, if not billions, spent on such an event could have made a substantial difference if invested in social initiatives like combating child malnutrition, improving access to clean water, or enhancing educational opportunities for the underprivileged. The Ambanis, undeniably philanthropic, have been known to undertake charitable efforts. Yet, the question remains, could the funds used for the pre-wedding bash have been put to better use? This is a debate that extends beyond the Ambani family, touching upon the broader discussion of wealth disparity and social responsibility. In the face of this criticism, one is left to wonder about the delicate balance between personal wealth and societal expectations. After all, the Ambanis have earned their fortune and are entitled to spend it as they please. Yet, when such spending becomes a public display, it's bound to attract both admiration and criticism. It seems the Ambanis' grandeur is a double-edged sword. On one side, it's a testament to their success, a celebration of their accomplishments. On the other, it becomes a subject of scrutiny, a symbol of the stark wealth disparity in the country they call home. The debate continues as the world watches with bated breath for the main event, the wedding. After such an extravagant pre-wedding event, what can we expect from the actual wedding? The anticipation is palpable. As we reel from the opulence of the pre-wedding celebrations of Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant, we can't help but wonder what the actual wedding will bring. Given the grandeur of the pre-wedding event, it's reasonable to expect that the wedding will be nothing short of spectacular. Drawing from past experiences, we can look to the wedding of Isha Ambani, Anant's sister. Her nuptials in 2018 were a spectacle that cost a whopping $100 million. It featured a performance by none other than the queen of pop herself, Beyoncé, and a guest list studded with stars. Will Anant and Radhika's wedding match, or even surpass this level of extravagance? With the pre-wedding event already boasting a private concert by Rihanna and an attendance list that read like a who's who of tech CEOs, celebrities, and over 1,000 guests, it's hard to imagine how the Ambanis could raise the bar any higher. But knowing the family's penchant for grand gestures and lavish celebrations, it's more than likely that they will find a way. Perhaps the wedding will feature another chart-topping artist, or maybe the Ambanis will surprise us with an unexpected twist. There's also the question of the wedding venue. Will it be held at the Ambani skyscraper mansion in Mumbai, Or will they opt for a location that's even more extravagant? Whatever the case may be, one thing is for sure. The eyes of the world will be on the Ambani family as they prepare for this monumental event. Only time will tell if the Ambanis can outdo themselves. Until then, we can only wonder. So, what have we learned from this extravagant pre-wedding event? Well, the Ambani pre-wedding bash for Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant was nothing short of a spectacle. For 3 days, the creme de la creme of the tech and entertainment world rubbed shoulders attending a private concert that featured none other than Rihanna herself. Among the high-profile guests were tech CEOs, celebrities, and even Mark Zuckerberg, who seemed to be in full vacation mode. This was no ordinary celebration, but one that reflected the opulence and wealth of one of the world's richest families. Yet amidst this grandeur, the Ambanis didn't forget their philanthropic duties. They provided food for 51,000 residents and are constructing 14 temples, a heartening act of charity amidst such lavishness. However, it wasn't all applause and admiration. Critics pointed out the stark contrast between the ostentatious display of wealth and the harsh reality of poverty in India, raising questions about such extravagant spending. In the world of the Ambanis, it seems, extravagance knows no bounds.